click on the subscribe button and remember to press the bell icon for regular notifications from our digital blogger. Hello friends, welcome to our digital blogger. Today we're going to compare two full service stockbrokers, Motilal Oswal and Marwadi shares. Now a lot of people might have already heard about Motilal. Marwadi is also a prominent stockbroker, not as good as Motilal as far as the brand equity is concerned. In this comparison, we will be talking about company background, account opening and maintenance charges, brokerage plans, exposure or leverage offered across segments, accuracy of research, performance of trading platforms, and some of the features that can help you to figure out which of these two stockbrokers is a better choice for you. Let's get started. So starting with the company backgrounds, Motilal and Marwadi shares both are full service in nature. Motilal was launched in the year 1987 while Marwadi is 5 years younger to it, launched in the year 1992. As far as offline coverage is concerned, Motilal has presence in around 2200 locations through its sub-broker and franchise offices. Marwadi on the other hand is around at 1450. So more or less it's a good range. 2200 is definitely a big number, but Marwadi is not that far behind as well. If you talk about exchanges, Motilal is a member of BSE, NSE, NCDEX and MSEI, while Marwadi shares is member of National Stock Exchange, BSE, MCX and NCDEX. So both of these stockbrokers, as far as the company backgrounds are concerned, give a good picture. If you're looking to open an account with them, Motilal is going to charge you 1000 rupees to open the trading account. There's nothing for the demat account, but you have to pay them 441 rupees every year to maintain your demat account with them. Marwadi shares does not charge you anything to open the trading or demat account. Well, they have an AMC at demat level for 450 rupees per year. You can also pay them 2500 rupees for lifetime, and once you are going to close that account with Marwadi shares, you will get 2250 rupees as a refund. So in essence, you are going to pay them 250 rupees as an AMC as long as you're going to keep your demat account with that broker. Otherwise, if you look from the expensive perspective, certainly Motilal Oswal is definitely higher on the money front. If you're looking about brokerage, now this is very important sort of a metric. Motilal Oswal is going to charge you 0.5% of your trade value if you're looking to trade in equity delivery, 0.05% for intraday. Marwadi shares is at 0.3 and 0.06% respectively. Then we have option trading. Certainly Marwadi shares is very expensive as compared to Motilal, 100 rupees per lot versus 75 rupees per contract. Similarly at currency options level, so it really depends which particular segment you're looking to put your money into, and correspondingly you can make a choice. Motilal Oswal starts with 0.5%. They have a lot of plans and it really depends on what kind of initial deposit, what kind of a trading account balance you're going to start with, what is going to be your overall turnover on a monthly, quarterly, yearly level, and from that commitment level you can certainly get your brokerage negotiated to 0.2, 0.15% with Motilal. Same is the case with Marwadi. They don't have plans, but they have a specific rate of 0.3%, and again, if you can negotiate based on your trade value, you can certainly get it to a much lower level. So as far as brokerage is concerned, Marwadi shares is slightly cheaper, but Motilal is also good enough, specifically with the users who are having a higher initial deposit. Then we have exposure or leverage. For people who do not understand this concept, basically it's kind of a short-term loan offered by your stockbroker at a specific interest rate. This interest rate can be in the range of 15 to 22% of your overall trade value. Now Motilal Oswal is going to give you 20 times intraday exposure. That basically means if you have 10,000 rupees in your trading account balance, you can trade up to 2 lakh rupees for equity intraday and up to 1 lakh rupees with Marwadi shares, because their exposure is 10 times. If you look at the other segments here, Motilal Oswal certainly is much bigger as far as exposure, leverage or margin concept is concerned. So if exposure is one of your primary criteria, then certainly you can go ahead with Motilal Oswal. Then we have customer service, very important. A lot of people actually overlook this aspect, but certainly customer service is one of the top priorities. People who are doing intraday trading where they need help on a regular basis from the customer support related to their trading platforms or their account or their balance. There are multiple sort of things where customer support comes into picture. Now Motilal Oswal gives you email support, phone, toll-free number, and around 2200 branches we discussed initially. Marwadi Shares has limited communication channels, email, they have phone, and they have around 1400 sub-broker offices. Now obviously slightly higher as far as communication channel number is concerned. Similar, if you talk about quality, Motilal Oswal certainly is way better in terms of the turnaround time, in terms of the overall performance, in terms of the mode of communication, or the overall professionalism, the skill set shown by the executives of the support staff. So certainly if you're looking for decent customer service, between these two full service stockbrokers, Motilal Oswal does a good job. Then we have research and trading products. Again here, both of these are full service stockbrokers. They do provide you all kinds of tips, recommendations, research reports, analysis at daily, weekly, monthly and yearly levels. Again, in this case, the important metric is going to be accuracy of these tips and recommendations, and Motilal Oswal has a much better research team in terms of the overall performance, in terms of the regularity of these reports. You can trust on this particular brand here. Then there are trading segments. Now these are full service stockbrokers. They give you a bunch of trading and investment products to put your money into. So for instance, you can trade and invest across equity, mutual funds, IPOs, currency and commodity. There are other trading segments too that you can avail for your financial needs. Then there are some other features, not much of a difference here, but in the first place you need to understand whether you need these features for yourself. If you don't, then you can just pass on further, otherwise you can have a detailed look here. Now let's spend some time talking about the trading platforms. We'll start with the mobile app, and for that we need to head to Google Play Store. So we'll start with the mobile app of Motilal Oswal. They have recently come up with the MO Investor and MO Trader versions of their mobile app. So this one is rated at 3.8 by around 4,300 users, out of which around 20% of them have rated this app negatively. Now you have to understand the sample size here is pretty good. So higher the sample size, higher the reliability that you can put on the overall rating here. The last update was done on 21st of July 2017. The number of installs 1 to 5 lakhs. So from numbers perspective, certainly this app looks better than average. It gives you good performance. The user experience is also good. It's an easy to use app. So if you're a beginner, you will not have that much of a hard time understanding the features, the navigations across the application. Now a couple of things here. The app has limited number of features. So yes, again coming back to the point of beginner versus a medium or a heavy trader. So if you're a heavy trader, you might find this app, mobile app to be limited in terms of its usage, because the app as of now is filled up with limited features. Probably with the update frequency cycle here, which is good, they might be able to come up with new features in the coming future, but as of now this app is good for beginner to medium level traders. The usability of this app is good for beginners again, but specifically it needs to work upon the aspects where they have much more value provided to heavy level traders. So again, before recommending this app, we need to check out the mobile app given by Marwadi Trade. Now although this app is rated at 4.1, but the sample size is just 120 versus 4,300 users there, and overall negative satisfaction score here is around 15 to 16%. Now the app was last updated on 11th of January 2017. It's been around 6 months that this app has seen an update versus the frequency cycle of 3 to 4 weeks in case of Motilal Oswal. Number of installs 10,000 to 50,000. So as far as the numbers are concerned, the app does not look promising by any standards whatsoever. There are few concerns. The UI of the app is pretty basic, pretty bland, so the design is going to be a little difficulty initially for you. The app has performance or speed related issues, and then if you're looking to perform your technical or fundamental analysis using the mobile app, you will not be able to do it in a way that you should be, because the overall structure of technical analysis is very limited within this mobile app. So we will not be able to recommend you as a standalone. Yes, it's a good app for beginners, for basic users, it's a good one, but that is it. That is the limit of it. It cannot go beyond that, and in comparison with Motilal Oswal has much better a mobile app as compared to theirs. So if you want to pick a mobile app, you can go ahead with the one provided by Motilal Oswal. Now let's talk about the other trading platforms offered by these two stockbrokers, and for that we need to check out digitalblogger.com. So here again, let's start with Motilal. They've got a desktop based application of this needs to be downloaded and installed onto your computer and laptop. Once you do that, you can put in your user ID and password and start trading. Now here are some sample screenshots of this particular terminal based software. Some of the features: it gives you a decent speed and performance. It's a full service stockbroker, so they do provide you all kinds of research reports and recommendations within this trading app. As far as the technical analysis is concerned, it gives you all kinds of charting functionalities or heat maps or technical indicators for that matter. And it is like written here, it's known for good speed and decent user experience, but it's a little bulky, it's a little sizey in nature. So make sure that you have a decent configuration of your computer or laptop, otherwise your overall trading experience will not be seamless. Then they have this mobile app, which already discussed on Google Play Store. It's a recommendable software. They also have a one of its own kind smartwatch app. Now this application can be obviously worn like a smartwatch onto your wrist, but there are limited features within this app. You can have an understanding of your portfolio, you can have an understanding of different margins, exposure values at cash and commodity levels. Then you can also be able to understand what's the overall momentum of market moving towards in a particular day. So this is a handy app, but obviously you cannot trade using this smartwatch app. Then conventionally they do have a web portal as well. You do not need to download anything for this. Just go to the website of Motilal Oswal, click on login, and you can start trading from there. It's a good application as far as the speed and performance are concerned, but the concern here is going to be the number of features. Like in the case of mobile app, the web application also has limited number of features here. The user experience can also be improved, and certainly you cannot use it for your mobile or tablet devices. The application is not responsive as of now, and that's a big limitation for a web-based app specifically. So these are different trading applications offered by Motilal Oswal. All of them do give a good experience overall, but before recommending any of these, we need to check out the ones provided by Marwadi shares. So these are different trading applications here. Untitled is a third-party software, so most of the softwares provided by Marwadi shares are going to be outsourced. There is very limited inclination towards in-house technology given by this particular full-service stockbroker. So Untitled is a third-party software. It's a terminal-based application. It gives you multiple types of features. Exhaustiveness is there, but the only problem in this case is going to be the user experience. Plus, if you want some sort of feedback or some sort of comment to be incorporated within this terminal-based software, it cannot be done through Marwadi shares. They are going to just transfer your feedback to the technical team of Untitled, and they will be taking care of that. Then they have NSE. Now this again is a third-party software. It's a web-based browser application and can be accessed across different browsers: Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox. It is responsive in nature, unlike the case of Motilal Oswal web app, and it's very lightweight. So definitely a good web-based application, and you can use it across multiple types of devices. Mobile app is something we already discussed at Google Play Store. Not a recommendable software as of now. For beginners, yes, it's good, but that is the limit of it. So it really depends on the kind of trading device you want. So if you're looking for a terminal-based software, you can go ahead with the Motilal Oswal's terminal software. If you want a mobile app, again go back with the Motilal one. If you're looking for a web-based browser application, NSE now is slightly better as compared to the one given by Motilal Oswal. So let's get back to the comparison. So that is it as far as comparison between these two full service stockbrokers, Motilal Oswal and Marwadi shares, is concerned. We have talked about multiple features here. Now it really depends on what kind of preferences you have, and based on that you can make a final choice for yourself. However, if you need some sort of advice from our end in finalizing a stockbroker that matches exactly with your requirements, you can check out this link, digitalblogger.com/free callback broker choice. Put in your preferences and your details there, and we will be setting up a callback for you absolutely free. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching it. We hope you liked it. In case you did, please go ahead and press the thumbs up button. We'll really appreciate that. You can also subscribe to our channel, Digital Blogger, at YouTube for similar videos in the future. We have presence on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Flightshare. The same handle, Digital Blogger. You can follow us there. We post content on a regular basis there, so that you can stay updated with the market information. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Bye.